Use my code PAID10 to get 10% off your next order of Advanced GG. The Auric Disabler is a brand new auto rifle in Destiny 2's Edge of Fate expansion. This auto rifle is amazing, so I'm going to go over all of the perks and stats so you guys know what god roll you guys should be chasing. So let's get into this.
Yo, it's time to subscribe to Paid to Be Famous. What are you doing?
Subscribe to Paid to Be Famous.
Subscribe to Paid to Be Famous. Like the video, come on.
Hell
you know
yeah.
the drill.
Button. And slap that like button.
So where do you get the Auric Disabler? Well, it is a Trials of Osiris weapon. You guys are going to have to complete matches in Trials of Osiris. You don't have to go flawless to get this. I was getting weapons and armor to drop whether or not I was winning or losing matches in Trials of Osiris. There's just a chance that this will drop at the end when you complete a match. So the Auric Disabler is a legendary kinetic auto rifle and it does strand damage. It's a precision frame. This weapon's recoil pattern is more predictably vertical and it has really good base stats. As you can see here, we've got the Braytic Werewolf, Breakneck, the Fair Judgment, and of course the Amit AR2 auto rifle, all precision frames. The Auric Disabler has a better stability, it has the best handling, it has the best reload speed, has the biggest magazine. It does have a pretty low aim assist compared to these other ones, and the lowest recoil direction, but we have mods and other things that we can spec out to get that aim assist and recoil direction up to compete with these other auto rifles. This auto rifle is dropping with a new Trials of Osiris basic origin trait. It is called Fleet-Footed. Dealing damage grants you a short window of increased movement speed and airborne effectiveness. Landing a final blow increases these effects. You also have Roar of Battle. Being in combat for a short duration increases handling and stability. And of course you have Omalon Fluid Dynamics. This weapon has increased reload speed and stability for the top half of the magazine. Honestly, all three of these origin traits are pretty good, so pick whatever one you would like. When it comes to perks, in the first column you've got Gutshot Straight, Dragonfly, Dynamic Sway, Hatchling, Lone Wolf, Slice, and Zen Moment. Gutshot Straight states that aiming down sights increases body shot damage and decreases target acquisition while aiming down sights. Now in the Crucible, a base body shot TTK is going to take 1.47 seconds with 12 body shots, but with Gutshot Straight active, it drops it to a 1.2 seconds, only requiring 10 body shots. I'm not really a fan of Gutshot Straight, I would pass on this. We also have Dragonfly. Precision kills create an elemental damage explosion. Precision kills cause targets to explode, dealing up to 123 points of elemental damage in a 4.5 meter radius. You also have Dynamic Sway Reduction, improves accuracy and stability while continuously holding down the trigger. Each shot while holding down the trigger grants the following benefits: +1 stability, decreased accuracy cone size, and a 10% decreased accuracy cone growth. Dynamic Sway is very good for those 1v1s. Then we also have Hatchling. Precision final blows or rapidly defeating targets with this weapon spawns a threadling at the target's location. You also have Lone Wolf, slightly improves aim assist and aim down sight speed and airborne effectiveness, increases these effects when there are no nearby allies. So while no allies are within 15 meters, bonuses are increased to 10 aim assist and 30 airborne effectiveness. You also have Slice. Casting your class ability allows this weapon to sever targets on a hit or a brief duration up to a maximum number of targets. That maximum number is 5. And anything you hit with this in PvE is going to be doing 40% less damage to you. Then you also have a Zen Moment. Causing damage with this weapon reduces recoil and flinch over time. It grants flinch resistance, reduces visual weapon shake by 15%, and reduces reticle bounce by 15%. Then in the last column you have Desperate Measures, Kill Clip, Onslaught, Sword Logic, Tap the Trigger, Target Lock, and Tear. Desperate Measures states that weapon kills grant Desperate Measures ×1, increasing damage by 10% for 7 seconds, and getting a grenade or melee kill grants 20% increased damage for 7 seconds. And if you actually get 3 stacks of Desperate Measures, that is a 30% increase to damage. 3 stacks of Desperate Measures in the Crucible is a 0.67 time to kill, very fast. Then you also have Kill Clip. Reloading after a kill increases the damage, specifically 25% increased damage for 5 seconds. Kill Clip is also going to drop this to a 0.67 time to kill in the Crucible. In my opinion, that is much better than Desperate Measures, because Desperate Measures, you got to get a kill and then an ability kill to get that 0.67, whereas kill clip, you just get 1 kill, reload, and you're ready to go with that 0.67. Then you also have onslaught on this weapon. Final blows with this weapon increases its rate of fire, and this stacks 3 times. This is a really good perk on this auto rifle in the Crucible because at just 1 stack, it's going to grant you that 0.67 time to kill, and you don't need to reload. And at 2 stacks, it's a 0.58 second time to kill. And if you get 3 stacks going, that's a flat 0.5 second time to kill. So definitely keep your eye out for an onslaught roll. And this also boosts your reload speed. Then we also have sword logic. Final blows with this weapon grants bonus damage. The strength and duration of this bonus increases when more powerful targets are defeated. And sword logic is going to stack 4 times. And when you're in the Crucible, a guardian counts as 2 stacks. So if you get sword logic times 2 in the Crucible, it will drop this weapon's TTK to a 0.67 second time to kill as well. Then you also have tap the trigger grants a short period of increased stability and accuracy on the initial trigger pull. So starting to fire this weapon grants the following benefits for 0.6 seconds, 40 stability, 50% decreased recoil, and 10% decreased accuracy cone size. That is a huge boost to your stats just for pressing down the trigger. You also have target lock on this. Damage increases the longer this weapon remains on a target. Target lock is a good perk on auto rifles, but if at any point you start missing your shots, it deactivates, whereas the other damage perks we're talking about just stay active for the whole duration of their timer. And then last but not least, we have Tear. Precision final blows cause nearby targets to become severed, which is a very strong perk. Once again, that's a 40% decrease to the damage that enemies are dealing to you while in PvE anyways. I believe it's only 15% in the Crucible or something like that. So Guardians, what is the God roll? Well, for the Crucible, you should be boosting the range a little bit. So you can go with something like Hammer Forged. You got Ricochet Rounds, which will boost the range and stability. In that first column, I would say go with Zen Moment. It's really easy to land shots with Zen Moment. And then for a damage perk, I would take either Kill Clip or Onslaught to get that 0.6 second time to kill. But if you didn't want a damage perk and you wanted more accuracy to win your 1v1s, I would definitely go with Tap the Trigger. Zen Moment and Tap the Trigger is the roll that I have on my auto rifle for all of the PvP footage you guys have been watching, and this thing just lasers people. Then you slap on a range masterwork. And then I would say perhaps go with something like a counterbalance stock because this has a base recoil direction of 65. So with a counterbalance stock, you get it up to 80, and this thing is sitting at 88 range, 56 stability. It's going to be hitting up to 33 meters before damage drop off, which is pretty good for a precision auto rifle like this. But if you're looking for a PvE roll, I would say go with something like Arrowhead Break, which will get this all the way up to a 95 recoil direction. And you can go with something like Appended Mag to get more in the magazine. I really like Dragonfly on this auto rifle, and Tear in that last column. Dragonfly and Tear is what you guys are seeing in the PvE footage that I have. You get big klaboomies with Dragonfly, and you get those headshot kills as well. They're going to sever enemies, and severing enemies will most of the time create a tangle for you. You put a reload speed masterwork on this and a backup mag. That is going to be a pretty beastly auto rifle in PvE. But Guardians, those are my thoughts and opinions on this. Let me know what role you're chasing down in the comments, and let me know what you guys think about this auto rifle. As always, if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, drop a like if you found this helpful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.